Hello, today we're going to be talking about exponents. So new topic, we're looking at exponents. Just some examples so you know what exponents look like are the little numbers that are up above a number. So x squared, or to the second power, 5 to the third power, or 5 cubed, x to the fifth. Those are all using exponents. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So first we'll look at just some kind of the basics. So 2 to the fourth power. Each of these pieces we have a name for. So the base is, in this case, the 2. The base is the factor being multiplied. So that means the 2 is the number that we're multiplying together. The exponent is this little guy up here. So it's always written small and kind of up into the top. The exponent tells how many times the base is multiplied together. So 2 to the fourth power means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, just like it's written over here. And if we multiplied that out, we put in our calculator 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, we would get an answer of 16. So that's written in standard form. That's just a regular old number, right? Nothing fancy. If we wanted to write it using exponents, 2 to the fourth power is one way to use exponents to write that problem. All right, so today we're going to look at how can we rewrite these expressions using an exponent. So we need the two pieces that we talked about just above there. We need to know what the base is, so whatever is being multiplied, and then what the exponent is. So the base is whatever piece you're repeating. So in this case, our base is going to be -8. And how many times is it? 3 times, right? So the exponent is 3. So we would rewrite this as -8. We keep it in parentheses like this because it's negative. And then we just, not second, but right to the third power there. So -8 to the third power. Very important that you keep the parentheses like this because the -8 is the whole base, so it needs to stay in parentheses like that. Okay, next one, we can see we have like a big whole chunk that's being repeated. Okay, so our base is that whole piece. So our base is k plus 2. It's the thing we're multiplying together. And then our exponent is going to be how many times we see it. So we see it 4 times. So we're going to write k plus 2, again keeping it in parentheses, to the fourth power. And that's our answer. Now question number 3, you can see we have multiple things. So we have a 5, and then we have 2 r's, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 s's. So we have multiple pieces this time. Each one is going to be its own piece. So the 5, there's only one of them, so he's just going to stay 5, right? Technically, it's 5 to the first power, but you can leave it as just 5 like that. Now the r's, there's 2 of them, so we're going to write r as our base, squared, or to the second power, and then there's 4 of our s's, so we're going to write s to the fourth power. And that would be our final answer. So each piece stays separate, and then they're still multiplied together, so we write them right next to each other just like that. Don't forget, please be taking notes on all this in your notebook. So go ahead and try these. So pause your video and try these next examples. Ready, set, go. All right, now that you've practiced a little bit, let's just look at them. So this first one, our base is -1. There's 2 of them to the second power. Our next one is 5x plus 1 times 5x plus 1. So our base is that whole thing, 5x plus 1. And there's 2 of them, so to the second power. Next one, we have some different pieces. So we have x's, so we have a base of x to the fourth power because there's 4 of them. And we have y's, there's 3 of them, so y to the third power. Okay, the next piece is just a little word problem, so let's look at how we can do this. So the playing area for beach volleyball includes the playing court and the free zone. Evaluate each expression to find the area of the playing court and the free zone. Okay, so kind of think about it as like we got a whole thing here and a piece in the middle, and we want to know the whole chunk. So the plane court is a rectangle with an area of 2 to the 7th square meters. So 2 to the 7th means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the 7th power, 2 to the 7th power is 128. And we write square meters like that. They wrote it inwards, square meters. The area of the free zone is 2 squared times 3 squared times 5, right? So lots of little pieces here. So each piece we'll write out separately. So 2 squared means 2 times 2. 3 squared means 3 times 3. And then 5, just times 5. So then that's just one big multiplication problem. So you'd multiply it all out, and you're going to get 180 square meters. So those would be our two pieces. All right, moving on. Now we're going to look at how do we evaluate expressions involving exponents. So we've been doing this in basically all our chapters so far, so the basic process doesn't change. We're replacing each of the variables with the value that it tells us. So in this case, x is 6 and y is -2. So we're going to replace x with 6, and it's x squared. So I'm going to put squared like that, plus, and then y is -2, so I'm going to put -2 in there, to the 3rd power. And now when we evaluate, we want to actually know our answer. So 6 squared is 36, and -2 to the 3rd power is -8. Notice I keep it in parentheses because it's negative like that, right? And then when we combine those, we're going to get an answer of 28. So again, pause the video and try this one. Ready, set, go. Okay, so we replace our x with -5. So -5 squared minus, replace y with 2 to the 3rd power. So -5 times -5 is 25, minus 2 times 2, or 2 to the 3rd power, is 8. So 25 minus 8 is going to give us an answer of 17. All right, so that is it for our examples today. Good luck.